Greetings, St. Paul's Church. This week was very special for me because on Monday I took my son on his first college tour at Northwestern University, which is where I went to, and it was very special because I got to show him my freshman year dorm. I got to show him the apartment that I lived at for 3 years, sophomore, junior, and senior year. And it was very special. And today I am at the University of Chicago, and Bev's good friend Joanna Conrad has been joining our worship on Zoom pretty much every Sunday. And I'm so grateful for everybody who joins us on Zoom every Sunday. I personally hope that I get to meet everyone in person one day, but Joanna's son came to this school for undergrad, for college, and so in honor of Joanna, hi Joanna, I just wanted to film my weekly message here today. And if you're not interested in what I'm saying, you can enjoy the scenery. Beautiful school, very, very classy, very great university. So coming to Chicago it really took me down memory lane because I lived here for 9 years. I moved here in the summer of 1991 to attend undergrad, and that was exactly when Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls won their first NBA championship. And then I stayed here until the year 2000, which is exactly when Michael Jordan left the Bulls and left Chicago. Excuse me for the Michael Jordan reference. And being here was really nostalgic because I stayed here for so long. And I just want to mention, I came for college, I stayed for seminary, and then I worked for a church called Lakeview as a youth pastor. And when I was at Northwestern, I saw one of their church vans, which was very funny and nostalgic as well. But I was getting very philosophical about my life and thinking how my vision of the world and my understanding of life and myself was so limited when I was in my 20s. And I'm sure you've had that mental exercise where you thought, wow, I wish I knew back then what I know now. And my life, I could have avoided a lot of mistakes and I could have made better decisions. And I know that the Bible talks a lot about vision. And in the Psalms, in the King James Version, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And I really wanted to challenge you this week to think about your vision in life, to think about your perspective, and to see how you can increase and widen that vision. I wanted to mention that the highlight of our trips, sorry to sound so superficial, but the highlight of our trip here was eating good food. We splurged for dinner for 2 nights in a row. One night we got burgers at a restaurant called The Loyalist, and they convinced us to try the sardine sandwich and a dessert that was caramelized by fire. But the greatest dinner we had was at a steakhouse called Rosebud, and their lamb lollipop was incredible. The homemade gravy that it was in was incredible. Their butter cake with homemade maple ice cream was incredible. But we shared a bone-in ribeye, and it was the greatest steak of my life. Probably the greatest meal of my life, and I got to share it with my son. And it was perfect, and it was, the char on the outside was perfect. We got it medium rare, and the bloody red in the middle. Sorry if you're not into meat. It was incredible. And there's a point to this story. I found out their secret. I don't think the public knows this. So I asked the really nice waiter, what is in the seasoning? Is it just salt and pepper? And he was hesitant. And he said to me, yeah, it's salt and pepper, but there's something else in the seasoning. And he didn't want to tell me. So I asked him, well, what is it? What is in the seasoning? And he told me. He said, there's espresso in the seasoning. I said, really? He said, just a little bit of espresso is seasoning the steak. And my mind was blown because I was thinking, I think not only for the flavor, but I think that's what made it char so perfectly. And the reason I'm saying this is we all have our regular patterns in life. I've been grilling meat for years. All I do is salt and pepper. And whatever those patterns are in life and in the more important aspects of life, sometimes we need to try something new, something totally different. Excuse the cliche, but we need to think outside of the box, and we need to expand our vision. And so much of that is, if you can, traveling to a new place, experiencing a new culture. And of course, for many of us, it's going to be reading books, and in this day and age, listening to podcasts of really smart people who have something to offer us. And as Christians, of course, we need to read the Bible often, hopefully every day, and other Christian thinkers and books and literature that's going to cause us to open our eyes to see the world in a much broader and bigger sense. And it just really challenged me about my own life and the patterns and the ways I'm stuck in doing things the same way over and over and over again. And so I just really want to challenge you with that is, how can you get out of your patterns and routines and expand your vision and try something completely new and have something totally radical? And it might be you might experience something even better than you've ever experienced it before. Thanks for watching this longer video. I really look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and to those of you who are on Zoom, like Joanna, I look forward to seeing you again, and see you Sunday.